The one thing I dislike is how slow my phone is to react to inputs. That truck, that extra truck, I don't mind mentioning the company, did a U-turn. Right here, it's a 2-lane road. He had to pull into here, and he was jackknifing his truck just not hit mine. And I'm sitting out, I'm in a commercial business making a delivery. They're unloading me right now. But I guess my disappointment was not that he was doing that, because, I mean, it was all on him if he was going to do that. And he was the second truck to do that. So it leads me to believe that this is the turnaround spot for this road. There is a Love's. If you go down that street, there's one block and turn right, there's a Love's. So I don't know if these trucks are missing the turn for Love's and coming down here and thinking, hey, I'll turn around. This was an unplanned video, but I was scrambling. When he started to turn, I was like, oh, crap. I'm sitting here watching YouTube and waiting for, I don't know, people to go to work here. I'm in St. Louis. It's, 8:47 in the morning. So I'll either get a load out of here or I will not and just go back to the yard, which would be great. I would love not to get a load when I'm at home. Because odds are, I know I'm going off topic. I'm all over the place right now because of what just happened. I would rather not get a load because what typically happens is when I get home on Friday, this can happen sometimes. I'll get a load, and sometimes it'll be really great miles. But unfortunately, Maverick has this 10 o'clock rule on Monday, and what that means is you need to deliver by 10 o'clock on Monday, no matter what the delivery time is. If it's a set appointment time, then yeah, that's fine. But if it's an open appointment time, it doesn't matter. You got to be there by 10 on Monday. I'm assuming that's in an effort to get drivers on the road, to be making money for the company. So if I get a load and it has a lot of miles, I'll have to leave on Sunday. And I don't like that. So I would rather not get a load, come to work on Monday and have to wait until noon to get a load. I would prefer that. I would prefer not making money just to have a weekend. Because that's the way I am. I like being with my family. It's hard enough being a truck driver. I mean, it's not hard to understand why the turnover rate in the truck driving industry is so high. It doesn't, for me, I don't think it takes a whole lot to figure this out. I know there's a lot of thought that goes into how do we retain drivers. And trucking companies are going out of their way to think of things to retain drivers, and I applaud that. You know, that's good. But you'll never get... It's hard to combat the... They may be starting to unload me. It's hard to combat the process of living in a truck. That's what truck drivers do. You go to work, and then you live at work. You know, you go to the office, and you do your job during the day, and then when the job's over, you sleep under your desk is basically what you're doing. And when you do that for a week straight, you could probably get really tired of your work environment. So I feel fortunate that I'm regional and I get to get home every weekend for some portion of that weekend, so I can get my 34-hour reset at home. But I mean, really, that drills down to why there's such a high turnover rate. I think in trucking is just at least this one component is the constant time away from home, especially if you're a family person. It may be there's a lot of variables in this. I mean, if I was single, I would be in a completely different division. I'd probably never come home. I'd be trying to crank out as much money as I could. But money is not the end-all, be-all of everything. I feel fairly confident and secure in my abilities to take care of my family. And so making money is not necessarily my top priority. It's having a happy life. Anyway, I turned the reason I originally started this was to capture that truck, trying to make his 27-point turnaround right here. And I thought, as I was watching him, I was like, wow, if I could capture this on camera, people could see why the fairings on all these trucks that you see that are bent, it's because they do things like this. From that edge of the road to the wall of this building is a truck length. The trailer and truck, the nose, probably the nose of the truck would come right up to the second fence post in the chain link fence. So it's really not an appropriate spot to make a turnaround. I'd have, let's see. I'm trying to look. Yeah. You can go around the block. I mean, I'd hate to go around the block. I'm looking at my maps here. And okay, I'll show you. The reason I hesitate is because of the bad glare and lack of focus. And so, anyway, it's not focusing, so it's kind of pointless. So I'm scrambling to start my video camera. And usually I'm not in a hurry, so I don't care that it takes half an hour for it to decide to go to the camera function and for the video to start recording. I have a very old phone. It's a Galaxy Note 3. I'm not going to upgrade it for anything because it works. I mean, well, I don't know why people keep buying new phones. I regret getting this phone. I mean, I guess regret is a strong word. After the fact, I realized I didn't need this phone. I had a perfectly good phone before, but I got this and a deal to get some other phones for my family, and I was like, oh, okay. And then after I got it, I'm like, why did I do this? I just spent $1,100 for this phone that did everything my other phone did, except for maybe this dual camera mode. But at the time, I wasn't making videos, so I try to be a very frugal person, spend the least amount of money as possible. I try to get away with repairing my own vehicles. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. But I feel confident in giving it a try. And so you can see that this video, I apologize, it's all over the place, but it was initially created to capture that truck with a trailer. I don't know if the truck company drove for Extra. Maybe Extra leases out their trailers, but the one truck that did it before him was just the truck with no trailer, making a 3-point turn at this location to turn around. And I kind of think it must be common because of the way it looks like it's rounded based on the wear pattern, that a lot of trucks come down here and make that turn to turn around. And this is on I'm in downtown St. Right across on the other side of that train is the river. And I just crossed over 70. This is exit 246A or B, right at the Loves. It is like one block right over here. So as soon as they unload this, whenever they begin this process, I'm going to go get fuel and then see what they decide to do with me. But I was scrambling so fast to capture that because I'm like, you know what? I need video proof if this guy crashes into my truck trying to do his turnaround. It would be just something great to capture on video and share with everybody the crazy things some drivers do. I'm sorry you only caught the tail end of him driving away. Because even after I got the camera mode on, it took several pushes of my, hey, start video, to get it to start recording. And that's all due to, I think, phone companies phasing out phones. What I mean by that is they cause them to get junky. So you buy the new model. I mean, it's just good business sense.